A very good morning, dear children. Today in English literature, we will be doing lesson 4, My Early Home. My Early Home has been taken from a novel named Black Beauty, written by Anna Sewell. This story describes the life journey of a horse named Black Beauty, beginning with his carefree days as a colt on an English farm with his mother, to his difficult life pulling cabs in London, and to his happy retirement in the country. Now coming to the chapter, open your books on page 36. Do you think animals have feelings? Yes, children, can you answer this question? Do you think that animals have feelings? Many of you must be having pets at your home. What do you feel when you look at them? Do they have feelings? So the answer is yes, animals do have feelings. What do you think animals need to stay happy and healthy? Yes, can you tell me what animals need to stay happy and healthy? They need good food, clean place to live, and above all, they need love also. This is a story of a handsome black horse named Black Beauty, who tells about his journey as he is sold from one master to another. So as I told you that this is the story of a horse. And what is the name of the horse? Black Beauty. And he is sold from one master to another. The horse shares his feeling about the ways in which humans treat him. Read this story when he recalls living happily in a pleasant meadow. What is a meadow? Meadow is a grassland. Now in this extract you will know about his happy days. Where did he live at that time? He lived on a pleasant meadow. The first place that I can well remember was a large pleasant meadow with a pond of clear water in it. This is a narrative, children. Narrative, as we already have done, it narrates the incidents, the experiences, and it is written in first person. So the I stands for the horse Black Beauty. The horse is telling that he can very well remember that the place where he lived was a large pleasant grassland, and there was a pond of clear water. Some shady trees leaned over it, and above the grassland there were some shady trees that gave the shade of their trees, of their leaves and all, and they bent over it, and rushes and water lilies grew at the deep end. Rushes are a kind of flowering plants, and they are found near water. And water lilies also, you all know, they are kind of flowers, and in the deepest end of the pond there grew rushes and water lilies. At the top of meadows was a grove of fir tree. At the top means at one end of the meadow, of the grassland, there was a group of fir trees. What are fir trees? Type of trees which have needle-like leaves. And at the bottom a running brook, and towards the bottom there was a small river overhung by a steep bank. Overhung here means that it was extended by a sharp bank. Bank is where the water, it meets the land. While I was young, I lived upon my mother's milk, as I could not eat grass. Now Black Beauty is telling about his young days when he was very young, and as little child he survived upon his mother's milk because he could not eat grass. In the daytime I ran by her side, and at night I lay down close by her. So these lines tell that all the living beings, they need love, they need warmth, they need affection. As children, you people also need your mother by your side. And similarly, in the same way, Black Beauty also, during the day he was all the time by his mother's side, and at night he laid down close by her. As soon as I was old enough to eat grass, my mother used to go out to work in the daytime. Now, as Black Beauty grew up, so his mother could go out to work because he could take his own care. But in the evening, his mother, she came back. There were 6 young colts in the meadow besides me. Now, Black Beauty is saying that besides him, besides means other than him, there were 6 baby horses in the meadow, in that grassland. They were older than I was, and they all were elder to him. I used to run with them and had great fun. Now he had great company, good company with them. He used to play with them. We used to gallop all together round and round the field as hard as we could go. And what did their play consisted of? It consisted of galloping. Galloping is running fast all together. They used to race with one another round and round the field, and as hard, as fast as they could go. Sometimes we had rather rough play, for they would frequently bite and kick as well as gallop. Now, as children, you also have rough play many a times. Rough play means that a play that might result in injuries. So Black Beauty is telling that sometimes they used to have a rough play also. Means they used to not fight exactly, but they used to play in a rough way, and often they would bite and kick besides galloping. One day, when there was a good deal of kicking, my mother whinnied to me to come to her, and she said, now one fine day, while they were doing all these acts, which acts? Act of biting, galloping, kicking, Black Beauty's mother, she saw, and she whinnied. Whinnied means she made a soft sound to Black Beauty, to her son, and told her to come to her. What did she say? I wish you to pay attention to what I am going to say. The colts who live here are very good colts, but they are cart horse colts, and of course they have not learned manners. Now, as a concerned mother, she wanted to give him some good lesson. She said that listen attentively, pay attention as to what I am going to say. The colts with whom you are playing, they are no doubt very good colts, but my dear child, my dear son, they are cart horse colts. Cart horse colts means they are large horses and they are meant for heavy work. So a little injury might not bother them, but you can get hurt. And since they are cart horse colts, they have not learned good manners. I hope you will grow up gentle and good and never learn bad ways. As your mama always tells you that you have to grow up into fine human beings, similarly, Black Beauty's mother also instructed him to grow up gentle and never learn bad ways. Do your work with a good will. Lift your feet up well when you trot, and never bite or kick even in play. So you can well relate as mama tells you how to behave, not to have rough games, not to hurt anybody, be very gentle, be well mannered, never injure anybody. Similarly, Black Beauty's mother also gave all these instructions to him. I have never forgotten my mother's advice. I knew she was a wise old horse, and our master thought a great deal of her. Black Beauty says that those instructions, those words of advice, he has never ever forgotten. And because she was a old horse with a lot of wiseness, and even their master, he had a very good opinion. There is a phrase, thought a great deal of her, means that the master had a very good opinion about the mother. Her name was Duchess, but he often called her Pet. What was the name of Black Beauty's mother? Duchess. And how was she called by the master? Pet name was Pet. Our master was a good, kind man. He gave us good food, good lodging, and kind words. He spoke as kindly to us as he did to his own little children. Now, the character of master comes in front of us as a very good and kind man. He was a very gentle man with his pets. He gave them good food, he gave them good place to live in. Lodging means place to live in, and above all, he spoke very kindly to them, and he spoke as if he was talking to his own children. We were all very fond of him, and my mother loved him very much. Of course, if pets will get proper attention, care and love from their master, they will love their masters very much. Similarly, Duchess, Black Beauty's mother, was also very fond of him and loved the master very much. When she saw him at the gate, she would neigh with joy and trot up to him. Whenever the master used to come to the farm, to the meadow, and Duchess saw him, she would neigh with joy. Neigh is the sound which is made by the horses, and she would trot up to him. Trot, as I told you earlier, she would walk up to him. He would pat and stroke her and say, "Well, old pet, and how is your little darky?" So he was also very happy to see. Very lovingly, he would move his hand gently over his coat, and he would ask her that, "How is your little darky?" Now, who is the little darky? Little darky is Black Beauty. Why is he called little darky? Because he was black in color. I was a dull black, so he called me darky. Then he would give me a piece of bread, which was very good, and sometimes he brought a carrot for my mother. Now, out of love, he would give him a piece of bread, and sometimes he would carry a carrot for his mother. There was a farm boy named Dick, who sometimes came to our fields to pluck blackberries from the hedge. Now here a new character comes in the story, and his name is Dick. He used to pluck blackberries from the hedge. He used to work on the meadow. When he had eaten all he wanted, he would have what he called fun with the colts, throwing stones and sticks at them to make them gallop. Now, Dick was a naughty boy. When he had done his work, he had eaten all he had wanted, and after that he wanted to have fun with the colts, with the baby horses. And what did his fun consist of? It consisted of throwing stones and sticks at them, so that just to save them, they would run hither and thither. They would move here and there. We did not mind much. We did not much mind him, for we could gallop off. But sometimes a stone would hit and hurt us. Now Black Beauty says that running was not much of a matter, because they could run here and there, but occasionally, sometimes a stone or a stick would hit them, and it hurt a lot. One day he was at this game and did not know that the master was in the next field, but he was there watching what was going on. One day Dick was busy doing all the things, that is, throwing stones and sticks on the colts and making them run, and the master, who was in the next field, he was watching all this, but Dick did not know that master was observing him. Over the hedge he jumped in a snap, and catching Dick by the arm, he gave him such a box on the ear as made him roar with the pain and surprise. Now Dick was busy doing his activity of throwing stones and sticks, but master, he jumped over the hedge because he was in the next field, and from there he jumped in a snap. In a snap means quickly he jumped and caught Dick by his arm. He caught Dick by his arm and he gave such a boxes. He hit him so badly on his ear as after having that box, after having that hit, Dick, he roared with pain and surprise, because he was not expecting. He was doing his activity totally in his own. He did not know that somebody was watching him. As soon as we saw the master, we trotted up nearer to see what went on. Now, as this incident happened, all the colts, they got together and they wanted to see what had happened. Bad boy, he said, bad boy. To chase the colts, this is not the first time, nor the second, but it shall be the last. Now he was very, very angry. The master was very annoyed. Why? Because he loved all the pets very dearly, just like his own children. And if somebody hurts the children, it is not bearable. So similarly, he warned him that I know this is not the first time, this is not even the second time you are doing this activity, but certainly it is going to be the last time. There, take your money and go home. And he told him that take all the money that he deserved, that he had earned, and he just told him to get away from the field. I shall not want you on my farm again. And he said that you will not work on my farm again. So we never saw Dick anymore. So Black Beauty says that after this incident, they never saw Dick anymore. Old Daniel, the man who looked after the horses, was just as gentle as our master, so we were well off. So Black Beauty says that who was the man who looked after the horses? His name was Old Daniel, and he was as gentle, as kind as their master, and that is the reason they were all very well off. Now, what does this phrase mean, children? Who is a well-off person? A person who has when all the needs are met. When a person can afford all the things, we say that he is quite well off. Now, what were the needs of these horses? Their need was a clean shelter, good food, above all love, and since they were getting all these things, that is why he has called that they were all well off. So with this we come to the end of the chapter. I hope you all have understood. Now difficult words, that is the dictation words, I will be sending to you. You have to learn all those difficult words, and these meanings you have to write in the notebook. Let's have a look at the meanings also. First is meadow. Meadow means a field covered with grass. Brook is a small river. Colts, young male horses, gallop, to run fast. Whinnied. How would you pronounce this word? It is whinnied. Neighed, made a soft, high sound of a horse. Trot, walk of a horse like jogging. Lodging. Here D is silent. It is lodging, a place to live in. Box, here it means to hit. So you have to write these meanings in your literature classwork notebook. And students, next week you will be having test of dictation and word meanings. So you better prepare them side by side. Thank you.